Hi guys, it's actually been quite a while since my last video. Um, Looking just now, I think it might have even been about 3 months. And I'm actually, as you can see, I'm in bed. Like I've been in bed for about, I don't know, like half an hour or something. And I've been meaning to make a video for a while. But basically, most nights after I come to bed, I sort of have a look through my phone, and that's the time that I tend to watch YouTube videos, other people's YouTube videos, and I just felt like I really had to like make a video because there's or there was, I should say there was, well, there's actually two people that I watched quite a lot of videos of. And I've literally just seen that one of them's actually passed away. Which shouldn't shock me, but it just really hit me quite hard because I watched her last video like maybe like a week ago, and okay, she didn't look like 100% well, don't get me wrong, but she didn't look like she was gonna be gone in like a week. So the name the girl I'm actually talking about is Emily Hayward, which you can look up on YouTube obviously and see her videos. She made a lot of videos. The thought did cross my mind a few nights ago, because she'd done videos almost daily for a while, and then the last one where she got quite bad scan results was showing like as a week ago, and I was thinking, that's not really a good sign. But even so, like I didn't really seriously think like, oh, in a week she's gonna be dead. And as I say, it's the second person who I've watched a lot of their YouTube videos that's now passed away. The other girl was a younger girl, and her YouTube channel is called Sophia, which again you can look up. And I think it just really hit me with Emily's because, as I say, I don't really know what I expect, but I had quite a long conversation a few weeks ago now at the hospice with the doctor that I see there, asking a lot of questions about the hospice and about dying, really, to be honest. What kind of things to expect, what kind of signs would show that, you know, it's going to be happening soon. Which was the first appointment, I think, ever since I've been diagnosed that I've had without Anthony with me, because I just said to him, it's probably not really an appointment that you're going to want to be in. Because I was in there for about 2 hours and I asked a lot of questions, all around that basically. And she was kind of saying, well, sort of dramatic quick weight loss and quite a few things, which I will try and make another video about actually when I can sit down and think about it properly. So I was kind of like, it kind of put my mind at rest in one sense, because she kind of was saying to me, oh, from how you are now, I wouldn't expect it to be like a matter of weeks or maybe not even months, but I'd be surprised if you were here in another year, kind of thing is what she said. Obviously no one knows. No one knows what's going to happen. But I don't know. I I kind of thought in my head, it made me feel better, as I say, and I kind of had in my head of thinking, well, okay, I'm not feeling like really fantastically great at the moment, but I'm doing okay. I mean, just as a quick update since the last video, which was, say, was quite a while ago, after I just only had 2 rounds of immunotherapy, and had got over quite a rough patch, actually, a very rough patch at the beginning of the year. So I had further immunotherapy treatments. The first scan I had was after, I think, maybe 2 or 3 treatments. And I actually had a really good result, which was that the tumour had sort of basically, all the tumours they could see had reduced in size. And the liver looked like it had got better as well, and my consultant was really surprised. So I've been continuing with that treatment every 3 weeks, pembrolizumab. But then I had another scan about a month ago, which showed that the bits that they already knew were there in the abdomen and the liver, I think looked about the same. But I have a new tumour on my liver, which was 4 centimetres. It is obviously not good news if you're on a treatment and you're getting new tumours. So they gave me radiotherapy directly to that new tumour. It was only 5 sessions, which is not many at all, but it was almost exactly in the place where I had it previously. And again, I'll make more of a video about that probably in the next couple of days. I will try. But as I just really wanted to just make this video whilst it's kind of like my immediate reaction, I guess. Which, as you can tell, I'm kind of a bit struggling to talk much, but I don't know. I just spend so much time, like probably most of my time, basically just thinking about dying, which is like really depressing. It's really depressing for me. It's obviously depressing for people to really listen to, which I understand these videos are probably not the greatest thing to be watching. That's kind of the reason why I haven't made a video in such a long while. In my last video, I guess if I watched it back now, I was kind of like not in great spirits, but I was feeling okay. And then like after that, I think because it's such a struggle always for me, with fatigue, that makes you quite depressed anyway, because you spend a lot of time resting and you can't really do like very much at all. And then when I got the result to say that the immunotherapy obviously is not working as I would have hoped, I've really struggled mentally since that. Really been in a hole basically, which I don't really think I'm out of, to be honest. But I'm kind of maybe crawling out of it compared to where I've been in the last couple of months. I know this video is probably not going to be helpful. But I just, as I say, I guess it's just kind of, again, it scared me because in my head I'm kind of thinking, right, well, I know I've probably not got that long. I know there's always a hope. There's always a hope, and sometimes you hear about these miracles that happen when people go on a different treatment or a trial or try something different and it miraculously cures them when people think they were going to be dead. I know there's always that possibility, but as the time goes, it's probably not a good thing, but I'm just getting in that mindset of thinking, well, once it's metastatic, which basically means the cancer has moved from where it originally started, it's highly unlikely, it's not completely impossible, but it's highly unlikely that you're ever going to be cured. Which basically means that I could have tumours that are kept at bay still for a long time. Sometimes people are in that for years, where they actually have cancer in them for years and years, but it's just held at bay. But I think with this cancer that I've got, that's highly unlikely to happen. Basically with this cancer, with the few people that have had it to date, the general things that I've read, all the stories that I've read, there's kind of two ways it goes. So well, three ways, I guess. So either you are diagnosed and very quickly decline, which I know has happened to many people with this cancer, and I know that the stage that I'm at now, as I've said in previous videos, I'm on borrowed time in the sense that my original prognosis was 12 to 18 months. It's now been over 2 years. It was March 2016 that I was diagnosed. We're now in June 2018. So yeah, the first option is that you don't even make it for initial treatment. The second option, which I've only ever heard of actually if patients in the States, in USA, where there's a very tough, even tougher chemo regime than I had. My chemo was 3 drugs. There's a 6-drug chemo that people have had in the States, which include the 3 that I had, but also 3 more. And they've had that chemo and they've been in remission ever since. For years, for a number of years. And the third option is people like me and other people out there at the moment who have a reoccurrence once. I could be wrong. I really could be wrong with this, but this is how it seems to me. Have it once and then you can hold it off for a while, but it's not going to be years and years and years. It's not going to be like 10 years or more. So the more it's kind of going through my head, and the difficulty that I've had, as I say, in the last couple of months is just, I don't know. I mean, I said I would be honest in these videos, and the honest truth is I really feel in my heart that this is not going to go away. And that I don't think I'm going to have a huge amount of time. I kind of agree with probably what the doctor at the hospice has said and what she feels. And I know a lot of people watching this will probably say that's wrong and that I shouldn't be thinking like this and I should think positively and always have hope. And I do still have that. I do, as I say, things can come out, treatments or a drug that I might not even know about today, and they can make it available and I'll have it and it'll give me another 2 or 3 years or something like that. That could happen. But I'm finding it increasingly difficult. I really am finding it increasingly difficult to keep that in my head. And I think the difference is because the first time around when I had it, there was always that the battle was different in that just before I got re-diagnosed and came out of remission, on my first video that I ever did on this channel, I talk about the fact of, I was just starting to think about a future without cancer. Actually believing that I could live a life. I know my life would be very different, but a life where I would not have cancer again. And then I think once it's come back, and they told me that from the start as well with this cancer, if it does come back, that, it's probably not going to be good. So now I can't have that thought process. I can't have that, I don't know, my mind just won't let me even imagine a future, a long-term future without cancer in me. I just don't see it happening. And it's really hard. It is really hard when you think like that. And again, I know people are going to say I shouldn't think like that, but I can't help it. And that is the truth of what's going on with me. And I guess just seeing the videos, like I say, like I've just realised now another person's passed away, that actually in my head I was kind of convincing myself after speaking with the hospice that it was going to be a gradual thing. And I mean, I have actually lost quite a bit of weight, and they are actually quite concerned about that. I've lost about 3 stone since my last, well, probably a bit before my last video started. But I'm still a normal weight. I'm still a healthy weight. I'm not underweight. Although it does keep sort of dropping down. But I was thinking to myself, well, unless I really I have this image in my mind of what a cancer patient looks like when they're just about to die, and it's like a skinny sort of bag of bones. Your face is very withdrawn. A lot of weight loss for your face, and your eyes are sunken, and you're really not doing much at all. You're not hardly moving around. You're pretty much bedridden. And that could be the case for me, but again, just seeing that video today, and I know everyone's cancer's different, but it's just so scary. It just makes you scared all the time. Because you watch someone like that and you think they didn't really look that ill in their last video, and like a week later they're gone. And you just start that process, which I know is not a good process, but you just start thinking, well, like, what if I've only got like a week? Like, what if I have actually only got like a week or 2 weeks left of my life? And it's just really hard. It's just really hard I'm finding it really hard to just live like that. And I struggle as well because I'm part of some groups of people that actually have my specific cancer, and then I watch videos of people with other cancers and things like that. And I just feel like I'm failing at having cancer, which sounds ridiculous. But what I mean by that is everyone else that I see, even when I go to the hospital for treatment, everyone else I see, they're still walking around. Maybe they're just hiding it, I don't know. But everyone else just needs to be have this ability to be so positive and stay positive and still be going out and doing things and living lives, basically. And I just feel like I'm not even living a life right now. And even though I know that and I feel like that, like today for example, I was sat at home all day. I've gone downstairs and sat on my chair, and I've practically not moved all day until I've come to bed. And even in my head, it's like It's like I have so many battles going on inside of me right now. I feel like my mind is at battle with my body constantly, because my body is like feeling something or not doing something, and my mind is telling me that it should be doing something else. And I'm just questioning myself all the times why I can't do this or do that, and why I'm feeling so low, and why I can't just get on with things like all the other people that have my cancer and have cancer seem to do. And then I just kind of battle with myself mentally as well, in terms of this thing of trying to be positive and trying to think, yes, it has spread to other areas, but it's not like, well, I don't know. I just had scans yesterday and I'm getting the results next week, so I don't know what's going on at the moment. But the mental battle of thinking, well, I should be positive and I should be a fighter and all of that side of it. And then I think, well, what's the point? This is like a really depressing video, which I didn't really want it to be. I don't know why it's gone all blurry either and fuzzy. Trying to move it around a bit. And I do understand that my videos are extremely amateur compared to other people's videos. But that's because I just do them when I really feel like I can, and I put in the amount of energy that I can, and I just put the camera on record. I don't edit. I did edit the first few, but not now. Anyway, I'm rambling now. So I don't really know what the conclusion to this video is. I guess the conclusion to this video is just to say that, the mental battle of having cancer is very, very hard. Very hard. And there's only really so much that people around you can do. Well, not much at all, really. In my case, I don't know. I'm just in this place right now where I'm, as I say, I'm really struggling to be positive. But I guess in a way maybe this might help someone else. I know it's not a cheery video and it's not a positive video and it's not a strong video, but I guess the only thing that it might do is if there's someone out there that's feeling the same way that I do right now, that's feeling like this pressure, almost pressure that I'm putting on myself, not anyone else is putting on me, but this pressure of how a cancer patient should be and how I should act, and how I should be positive and I should be making the most of every day, and I just can't right now. I don't know how to explain it. I hope that I can come out of it, because like I say, things like tonight scare the shit out of me, and I think maybe I've only got a week left to live, and I'm going to have a lot of regrets because I'm stuck in this like depressed state, and I'm not really doing much, and that's going to be a waste of the little time that I've got left. I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to come out of that at the moment. But I guess this video is just to say, if you do feel like that, then it's not just you, and you're not failing at having cancer. It's normal. I think it's normal. It's normal for me right now. Let's just put it that way, to be struggling. and not to be smiling and happy and strong all the time, and hiding how I'm feeling from people. I used to be an expert at that before I got sick. I could show no emotions, and I could hold it in, and I practically never cried about anything. I've cried so much in the last few months, it's just pathetic. But I guess contradictory to that, what I'm trying to say to people out there is it isn't pathetic, because other people feel like that as well. And it might not last forever, and it might. I don't know what's going to happen at the moment. But as you can tell, I'm really not in a good place mentally. And yeah, I guess just to summarise, I guess that's all I'm trying to say, is that if you do feel like that, you're not the only one. You're not the only one. And I'm sure there's got to be other people out there that feel like I do and really actually struggle with it, instead of powering through it like a lot of other people seem to be able to do. So I'm going to leave it there if anyone is still even watching this video, because that's probably just jabbing a load of rubbish. But I'll try and actually make a better video which talks a bit more about the last like 2 or 3 months, my dealings with the hospice and things like that, which have been helpful. And I'm actually going to a funeral director's on Friday, so day after tomorrow, to talk about funeral arrangements, just because I want to know that it's done. It might not happen. I might not go for like another 40 years. Highly unlikely. But then at least I know it's done, and really I'm doing it because I don't want my family, my husband, to have to try and deal with that when it does happen, because it could happen a relatively short notice. Obviously no one knows. And I don't want them to have to deal with that. So I will make a video about that experience as well, in case it's helpful to anyone. So I'm going to stop rambling now, and I'll speak to you guys soon. Okay.